What it do? What the business is? We back as a boxing clinic. More, it's your boy CJ Goodfella. We grinding. And be on the lookout for a Hood Story edition. I think it'll be episode 3 today. Real good video. Bringing some truth to light from a fictional type of movie that was based off facts. So be on the lookout for Hood Story number 3 later on tonight. But we back as a boxing clinic. More, your boy CJ Goodfella. Y'all know we do more than boxing. And we're going to talk boxing though right here. I was checking out the interview that Ness had with Eddie Hearn. I'll link it to the description. I'm going to do 2 videos based off of it, so look out for the other one. You'll know it when you see it. But, you know, basically this dude is lusting for Mikey Garcia to sign to the DAZN. Don't understands why Mikey don't want to sign and take his offer. Said he sent him another monstrous offer. Said he preferred Mikey over Earl because Earl is basically brainwashed by Al Heyman. They sweet talking him so much that he believes everything is going to happen the way they saying it's going to happen. Which, what's funny is we just did a video about Danny Garcia potentially fighting Terrence Crawford if he beats Sean Porter. But the winner of Danny and Sean has been promised to Earl. But we know Al Heyman doesn't force his fighters to do nothing. From what I understand, he's just a manager. And he just comes up with the offer and does what the fighters and the fighters team wants to do. So even though Earl's been promised a Mikey or Sean or Danny Garcia fight sometime next year, it's a great chance that Danny Garcia might go fight Terrence Crawford or do something else and not fight him next or at all. And I believe that holds some weight from Eddie. This will seem more of a, you know, genuine, honest interview from Eddie, which is probably still a bunch of lies there. It does. Because some of the things that he's saying about the Al Heyman fighters are true. You know, in this interview, as far as talking about the dates, how they don't have enough dates, how the viewership is not that good on Showtime, which we just talked about in another video, the PBC Fox video. He's telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? If you know, he says that PBC needs Showtime because Showtime has all the money, and that could be true. But at the same time, Showtime is hurting the PBC brand or suppressing it because it doesn't have the viewerships. They have money, but the flocks of fans that you can get on HBO or on regular network television, they don't have it. You know, PBC has a good product, but they don't have the great platform. And if HBO wanted to stay in boxing, and if they didn't serve a relationship with Al Heyman, PBC and HBO will be a match made in heaven. But that's another topic for another day. But maybe we go live on that at some point this weekend. But Mikey Garcia, you know, knows not to fuck with Eddie Hearn. You know, Eddie Hearn says that, you know, he wants to do a tape delay, you know, or a replay, you know, a couple hours after the fight or the next day after the fight, and possibly, you know, stream it on Facebook. You know, why? Okay, that's what I'm trying to understand. These fighters are not dumb. You're not messing with Frankenstein. You're not messing with the brainless, you know, what was the brainless scarecrow? You know, what was it? Whichever one was the brainless scarecrow. You're not dealing with him. Why would Mikey Garcia want to suppress his viewerships? Okay, you're doing 600,000 on Showtime. Okay, that's not the greatest because of the closed subscriber base, all right? But why would he want to go on the DAZN? In the DAZN, you don't know how many subscribers the DAZN going to have. You know, you might do 1,000. If you're lucky, maybe 100,000. And then do a replay on Facebook. Why would I want to do a replay on Facebook? I know my money right, but people are not seeing me. But now Eddie is entertaining doing a replay on Facebook. But why would I buy the DAZN then if I know I could wait and watch the fight on Facebook? Just to see it live? No, I'm not paying $10. And they know the subscriber base is limited on the DAZN because they're not promoting it right now. You don't see no DAZN commercials on your TV. You don't get no DAZN alerts on YouTube through the commercials or through your phone. No active offer, not an email subscriber base, nothing yet. You know? And why would you lock yourself in a promotional deal with Matchroom USA, lock yourself in with a network deal with the DAZN, and you fight 3 fights on there, and it's not the 3 fights that you want? Seriously, it's not the fights that you want as far as being a fighter. And Mikey knows that. Mikey want to fight Errol Spence. He knows he goes to the DAZN. Errol Spence not going to the DAZN. That's a real, true Al Heyman guy. Loyalty. That's what Eddie is underestimating, the loyalty that Al has with his fighters. And he's underestimated. Well, I'm paying these guys 20, 30, 50% more than what they're making. But what you're not taking into account for Eddie Hearn is the fact that They making more than what's being reported, and they're learning how to reinvest their money, and that's how they get money, you know. But like I said, Mikey's no idiot. Mikey's no fool. He been begging Mikey for almost a year now, and it hasn't happened. You know what I'm saying? With 6 months, it hasn't happened. You know, it's getting pathetic. Him, you know, drooling on the floor begging for Mikey, and does he realize that Mikey has been pro for over a decade now, 12 years, and he still hasn't popped? Even with Bob Arum, you know, he didn't pop. And Bob Arum has built two of the biggest mega pay-per-view stars out there, Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather, in history. He spawned them. He had Mikey Garcia, and Mikey Garcia is not a big star. Mikey Garcia put $12,000 in the seats while reaching during the LA Staples Center. Earl Spence put $15,000 in Brooklyn. He's not from Brooklyn, even though he's born in New York. He put $15,000 more in his home state of hometown of Dallas, Texas, right outside in Frisco, Texas. And he been pro only for 6 years. I don't understand what people believe Mikey is this big mega star. It's not. You know, he could be on his way there, but he's been in the game 12 years. He's been around the block. He's been with one of the shittiest promoters with the shittiest contract and top-ranking Bob Arum. He's been there. So you think he want to get back in a guy that mirrors a lot of the shitty traits that Bob Arum had in Eddie Hearn? At this point, Eddie Hearn is making himself look pathetic, and he about to have an epic letdown with Mikey Garcia. Keep turning him down. He don't get him. He don't get a big star. And at the end of the day, he didn't burn too many bridges to succeed on his own. We're going to jump into the next video about this, so be on the lookout for that. One time for the one time. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also, new Raw and the Cut podcast. That link's in the description, as well as our new college sports page, S1210 College Sports Most Wanted. I'm going to do an upload today over there. Y'all know what it is. Make sure y'all share, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Won't miss another video. Shout out to the LDBC. One time for the one time. We gone.